With Venus Williams' wildcard entry into the US Open 2025 confirmed, she achieved a unique feat, and continuing on the same path, let us have a look at the 5 oldest men to ever compete in the US Open's history. The latest edition of the US Open is all set to kick off on August 24. Some of the best players in world tennis will go head-to-head and take on each other in the marquee event. Ahead of the start of the tournament, one of the biggest headlines has been the wildcard entry of Venus Williams in the tournament. It is worth noting that Venus Williams received a wildcard invitation to the US Open 2025, and at the age of 45, she will become the oldest female to feature in the US Open since Renee Richards in 1981. Interestingly, Richards was 47 years old when she competed in the US Open back in 1981. A 7-time Grand Slam champion and 2-time US Open champion, there is no doubt that Venus Williams is an undisputed legend of the sport. Her last victory at the US Open came back in 2019, and she will hope to put in her best show in the upcoming event. With Williams becoming the second oldest female to ever compete in the US Open, let us have a look at the 5 oldest players to compete in the tournament. Frank Parker, an American with roots in Poland, was the oldest ever player to feature in the US Open. He won the US Open twice, in 1944 and 1945, and he was 52 years old when he featured in the tournament, making him the oldest to do so. Pancho Segura, the second oldest player to ever compete in the US Open, was Ecuador's Pancho Segura. Competing in the US Open back in 1970, Segura was the second oldest player at 49 years, 2 months, and 15 days old. Vic Seixas, America's Vic Seixas is the third oldest player to compete in the US Open. He achieved the feat through his participation in the US Open 1969 when he was 45 years, 11 months, and 30 days old. Torben Ulrich, Danish tennis star Torben Ulrich is the 4th oldest player to ever feature in the US Open. He competed at the age of 45 years, 10 months, and 23 days in 1974. Pancho Gonzalez, American tennis player Pancho Gonzalez is the 5th oldest player to ever feature in the US Open. He played in the event at the age of 45 years, 3 months, 20 days.